Hi, I'm Dwayne, developer advocate at GitGuardian. I'm here to walk you through installing and using the GitGuardian IDE extension for Visual Studio Code, Cursor, Antigravity, and Windsurf. This extension gives all developers a simple guardrail to prevent accidentally hard-coding secrets as they work. Developers have always been able to extend the power of the GitGuardian platform into their terminals via ggshield, the GitGuardian CLI. They can also leverage it to automatically catch plain text credentials before they're ever committed by using the pre-commit Git hook. Under the covers, the GitGuardian IDE extension leverages ggshield to scan for over 500 types of secrets. The extension lets developers know that they have added a secret to a file as soon as the file is saved, well before it can be committed. The process of installing the GitGuardian IDE extension is very straightforward thanks to its availability in both the Visual Studio Marketplace and the Open VSX Exchange. Let's walk through installing it in each of the currently supported editors. I'll show you several methods for installing it, including locally from a file. These methods work across all VS Code compatible editors and are not limited to just the path I show for each. Feel free to use the chapters listed in the YouTube description to jump ahead to any particular section. Let's start with the world's most popular editor, Visual Studio Code. For VS Code, I have the option to install it directly from the Extensions menu, but specifically for this integration, let's install it from the official Visual Studio Marketplace. From the Visual Studio Marketplace site, we can search for GitGuardian. Open the extension page and click Install. Allow the web flow to open Visual Studio Code locally. And then, over in VS Code, just click Install from the Extension Management view. After enabling it, you'll see a new icon in the bottom status bar that says GitGuardian, please authenticate. Click that icon and it will open the GitGuardian extension menu in the sidebar. Click Link your IDE to your account. That will open a WebAuthn flow that will ask you to log into your GitGuardian account. Once logged in, click to confirm ggshield scopes scan. Once you do, you'll see a message that you're all set. You can now go back to VS Code and start using the GitGuardian extension. Note that since the extension leverages ggshield under the hood, it uses the same WebAuthn flow and hence the ggshield scopes message. If you had previously logged in using ggshield, there's no need to log in again, and you'll not be prompted to re-authenticate. The bottom status bar will now indicate GitGuardian is ready. If you want to jump straight to a demo of using the GitGuardian IDE extension, you can skip ahead with the chapter links in the description. For now though, let's move on to installing the GitGuardian IDE extension and Cursor using the built-in extensions menu. Here we are in Cursor. By default, the extension menu is hidden, but it's easily findable through the Cursor settings menu. Once opened, search for GitGuardian. This is possible thanks to the extension being available from the Open VSX Registry. Once you find the GitGuardian extension, click on it and then click Install. If you've already authenticated via ggshield, you're all set. Otherwise, you'll need to click the bottom tray icon that says GitGuardian, please authenticate, and follow the WebAuthn flow to link your IDE to your account. See the VS Code section for a more detailed walkthrough. If everything worked as expected, the bottom status bar should now indicate GitGuardian is ready. Next, we'll install the GitGuardian IDE extension and Antigravity through a local file. First, let's visit the Open VSX Registry at open-vsx.org. Here, we'll search for GitGuardian. From the GitGuardian extension page, we'll click the Download button. Now, we'll open Antigravity, and we can open the extension menu in the left-hand sidebar. Instead of searching for GitGuardian, which would also work, we'll click the three dots above the search bar and select the option to install from VSIX. This will open up a window to let you select the GitGuardian extension .vsix file from wherever you downloaded it locally. Once installed, you'll need to click the bottom tray icon that says GitGuardian, please authenticate, and follow the WebAuthn flow, which we previously covered in the VS Code section. When the bottom status bar indicates GitGuardian is ready, you're good to go. Finally, let's take a look at installing the GitGuardian IDE extension on Windsurf. Let's go ahead and search for GitGuardian in the extension menu and click Install. Go ahead and click the GitGuardian Please Authenticate button in the bottom tray and follow the needed steps. Please see the VS Code section of this video to get a step-by-step walkthrough of this flow. When the bottom status bar says GitGuardian is ready, you're ready to move ahead. Now that it's installed, it's time to see the GitGuardian IDE extension in action. No matter which code editor you're using, once you've installed and authenticated the GitGuardian IDE extension, anytime a file is saved, GitGuardian will scan it and let you know if it contains a hard-coded secret. You'll see this indicated through a red alert icon down in the status bar. The extension also displays a summary of the issue in the Problems panel right below the editor region. Clicking on this information will open the relevant file to the programmatic line in the editor. Install GitGuardian's IDE extension today for Visual Studio Code, Cursor, Antigravity, Windsurf, or for any VS Code compatible editor, and never accidentally commit a secret again.